Okay, what's up YouTube? It's 7demo7 and this is my new workstation studio, I guess. Hopefully you guys like it. I put a lot of work into it. It's not done yet. There's a whole nother desk on this side that I'm going to get rid of. So hopefully you guys like the setup. And what I'm going to do today is, first off, I'm just going to go over some of the tech stuff that's come into my office. And like I promised on the last video, I'm going to answer a couple of you guys' questions from vlog 1. And hopefully you guys like that. So here we go. First off, I'm going to say a big shout out to Mr. Paul Long, and I believe he's in North Carolina. He actually is a viewer of mine, and we went back and forth with some emails. I helped him out with a couple of things, and he was kind enough. He's like, hey, I'm going to send you some stuff, and he sent me this, which is awesome. This is the 1.3 gigahertz gear from RMRC. I will put a link to this down in the description below, but thank you, Paul. You guys will be able to see some of this in action, hopefully in my DRAC pretty soon. I'm probably going to run 5.8 in it to begin with. I'll probably test this on a lower end models just to make sure that I get it working first, and then I will put that in the DRAC for some longer range FPV. And just to let you guys know, I'm going to be doing some tech videos in the future, as far as like not things that are all RC related. This is one of the things I'm going to review. This is actually a time-lapse panning rotator, I guess is what you call it. But I got this from Banggood. It's really inexpensive. It's under $20, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. But if you guys have been on my channel, you know that I love time lapses, and I do a lot of panning time lapses with this, and it works fantastic for what it is. Another thing from Banggood is this little Bluetooth speaker. I got it in last week, and it sounds fantastic for a $22 item. It's wonderful. So, all right, guys, from Hobby King, they sent me the Quantum i8, and I got to test this out a little bit today. Comes pre-bound from the factory, and this is actually intended to work with a flight controller. You can actually use it as a standard receiver as well, but it has PPM and S-Bus inputs. It is a lower cost radio, so you're not going to feel the quality quite as much in the gimbals, but for someone that's starting out and wanting to get into mini quads or even just regular flying, I think it's going to be a really cool thing. Alright guys, so I'm going to go into some of the questions from the vlog number 1 here on my computer. So let's get into vlog question number 1. Okay, from Ryan Withers. I love the channel. I would love to see some tutorials on video editing from you. And this is something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I will be doing a dedicated video on video editing. The couple of things that I can just mention right off the bat: if you're doing a flying video, I would say keep it at 3 minutes or less. Actually, 2.5 minutes tends to be about the limit that I will ever watch a flying video, because it gets monotonous and boring unless you're at a really special location and you're doing something really special. If it's something like this where you are telling your audience about a product, you can make those videos longer. And I can say, as far as that goes, make sure that the video is detailed and you can see what it is that you are talking about, because if it's not, it's absolutely not worth anything to anybody. So anyway, thanks for the question, and let's see what the next one is. Josh Leung, thanks for the blue tablecloth. It helps with close-ups. Well, I actually got rid of that, so now I have my wood table. Let's see here. Hello from Australia. This is Tyler Durden. I love your videos and looking forward to your vlogs. A question is, the spot that you regularly fly, is it a car park or is it a dedicated RC flying field? What he's talking about is in Laguna Niguel, California. It's called Kite Hill, and it's kind of the place I learned to fly. What it is a car park at the top of a hill, and they have a painted runway on it. And it was started back in the 70s with the guys that were doing slope soaring gliding. And it's kind of turned into just a general RC field. It's great because you don't have to be a member. You can just go up there and fly, as long as you're not some sort of an idiot. You won't get stomped by the locals. So that's where I learned to fly. It's one of the hardest places to learn to land, because the landing strip is actually on an angle, and if you're not paying attention, you'll just slide right off the end of the runway, which is pretty exciting. Alright, so next question, let's see here. Devin Stone asks, how would one acquire some long-range videos? You'd have to climb into an airplane and do some filming. No, I'm gonna cut that one out. The way you would acquire some long-range videos is to do some long-range flights. Let's see here. Awesome RC asked, favorite tool and favorite food. Favorite tool has got to be like the hot glue gun. It's just so versatile, and hot glue is great because if you ever need to take it off, you just put a little bit of denatured alcohol on it and it just pops right off. So it's pretty interesting tool.
What about your soldering iron?
Soldering iron. Thank you, guy, audience member. Soldering iron is one of my favorite tools as well. It just allows you to do so much stuff. My favorite food has to be Korean food. I'm half Korean and I love Korean food. It's got this earthy taste to it. Kimchi, jjigae, all that good stuff. Right?
No argument for me.
Yeah, that's right. Your Smudge says your workshop needs a shadow board. You'll never lose another tool again. It looks pro too. I agree. You guys will see my bins over here. Everything's become much more organized. So, Dutch RC. We all know Dutch RC. He's a good dude. Hey, I've got the same soldering station. I'm sure it's a different brand over there. I just throw my lipos in the ditch after using them. Good to know. I'll call the EPA on that one. Works as well as the slider. Cheers and have a good weekend. I love Dutch RC. He makes a ton of videos and he does a really good job with it. So, all right. And guys, if you haven't checked out Andrew Newton's channel, he's a guy who makes a lot of scratch build airplanes and does a really good job with editing and flying. And he's just a real pleasant person to watch on YouTube. Andrew Newton, he asked me. He says, I'd like to know what audio and video setup you use. I always have problems with bad audio on my videos. Yours seems to be better. So sometimes I film straight off my iPhone and it does an okay job with audio. This is called the Apache 96K microphone and it's pretty pricey. It runs close to $200. But when I'm recording from my iPhone, it has a direct input straight from here right into my iPhone or my iPad, and also has a separate cable, a USB cable that goes into my iMac as well. So when I do voiceovers, is this what you're hearing? It's a cardioid mic, so it basically gets what's right in front of the mic here in probably like a 180 degree view. I use this one, and I also use, when I'm doing videos with my DSLR, which is what you're viewing this on, I use the Rode video mic, which I'm going to show you some close-ups of that. Again, it's about a $180 mic, and it's a fantastic microphone because it's whatever you're pointing it at. It's a shotgun mic. It just means that whatever you're pointing it at is what you get the video from. So, Andrew, thanks for the question. Hopefully that helps you out. This is a really good microphone, especially if you use iPhones. I believe they make a version of it now that will plug into Android and other smartphones as well. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you like any of these products and you want to know more about it, I will have product links in the description below. So thanks for joining my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, guys, this is bonus bonus footage here. I'm pretty far along in my drag. I finally got my servos implanted. Got my custom links here that I made from some Hobby King items. I've got the Cobra motor in the back, which is it's really big and overkill because I'm only going to be running 4S, not the 5S and the 6S setup. Anyway, the build is coming along great. Hopefully, guys, you like it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, guys. I always say guys too, and I have a small percentage of my audience that's girls. Okay, everybody. Don't say Okay, what I have first. For real. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna redo that. Things like a time lapse panning. Things like a time lapse pan. Okay, as far as hobby things